Hello, Philip. How are you, my friend? Welcome to your private reading. And I wanted to thank you very much for hiring me and also for being patient with me. I had quite a week, and I had planned to get to your reading on the weekend, but I have to tell you, my energy was just out of whack. I've had a lot of, family drama go on this weekend, and it was just, there was no way I could have done a reading. Um, but I do want to thank you for being patient. Everything is okay now, um, but let's get started here. One thing with me, I will say this: I will be late on a reading, then dish out like something that's just half-ass when I know it's not going to be right or when it's not my best work. But anywho, um, with that being said, let's get started here. Now, I know you didn't really have questions. You just wanted a general. Now, I know you sent me a photo of you. So I kind of wrote down here, I got your email in front of me, but I wrote down what you wrote, You want a general read, and you have expressed many times don't care about love. Okay. Um, so let's see here. Now I know you had mentioned that you wanted you were looking for like an apartment building, or maybe like something like one of those storefronts, like with the apartment above it. And you definitely had said you want a car. Now, one thing, you just made me laugh the way you said this. And I put it in quotes like bad temper, severe hernia, pain from, you just made me laugh with that, the way you wrote it. Um, let's see here. So now let me pull up your picture here. Let's see what I get, what energies are going on in here. The first feeling that I get, all right, from you. Now, I can tell by these two photos, this first one here is the one that I'm really drawn to. The one with like the flowers in the background. Hold on. Let me twist it a little bit. This one here. Okay. All right. I could tell, I just feel in this photo, you are a man with a lot of emotional pain. It feels here like I want to say like you look for the good in many things. I don't feel like bad energy, let's say like from you. I think you're like a good person. I feel an energy like you've suffered a lot. There is an energy though here. I literally felt this when I first looked at your picture. And this is something I think maybe that you can work on. I feel like your energy, the way it is right now. Now I know and I feel you've been hurt like hell. I know you didn't want to talk about love, but oh well. Love is something that affects. When I talk about love, love is more like emotional state, like that kind of energy. Love is something that really affects everything in our life, including business, stuff like that you're interested in, like car. I want a business, I want a car, I want these things. Love is something that can really affect that and how we go about it. What I'm feeling is when I first looked at your photos, the first thing that came to mind, I remember I was at work. I was sitting at my desk and I took a peek. And I feel it now. There's an energy like your energy is like pushing away or making things like go wrong. It feels like energy of maybe you may feel like things don't work out, like there's always like something that gets in the way and like frustration and drama. What it is I feel like in terms of love, your heart has been very wounded, and I feel you've been genuinely hurt. A lot of drama that like you probably shouldn't have had to deal with in your life. Some experiences like that. There's an energy of just drama surrounding you. And it feels like that needs to be reconciled. I feel like a sense of peace, like understanding is needed. It's kind of like an energy of, rather than, I don't know if like maybe you beat yourself up over this, or it's more like, I feel more like you get frustrated, like because of the person, maybe because of your soulmate, who you dealt with in the past. It's lingering in you, and it's an energy of like, I feel like I want to avoid it. I feel like I don't even want to talk about it. I feel like fuck it almost. And but the fact is it's still in you, and running away from it is not going to heal. You're not going to heal from that. And it feels like, it will linger until you face it. um I feel it needs to be like, rather than look at it like, let's say like with frustration, anger, all these things, I think it will help you to just like kind of get try to like work on the emotions that are surrounding it. Like, okay, you're frustrated and this and that, okay, and angry about things that have happened. The bad temper is often, it's like energy, like, things are unsettled within you, or like maybe you need a break, maybe you need a rest. Like, it's just like usually like when you have bad temper, because like we all get into those moods, right? But with you, it's feeling like, because of what you've been through, it's more like, I don't like to say permanent. What I will say is like chronic, where it's like, okay, it's lingering and persisting, but that can be healed. It's more like accepting your circumstances, owning them, rather than like, well, it should have went this way, or he's an asshole, she's an asshole, whatever. We know there are people like that in the world. Um, but it feels like, whatever pain you went through, you must accept maybe like where that person is in their life, and their journey as well, and it's kind of like, let go of the pain, or like, thinking that, oh god, like, why did I have to go through this? Or because I literally, I feel like it's there's a lot of hurt in your energy, and this will, I just feel like it creates issues around you, like accidents, or like something spills, and like, like little crap like that. That's a result, I feel, of your experience, like of you holding on to things. I'm even getting like, like accident prone, not like bad accident. It's more like, I don't know, like, again, like, let's say I'm sitting here and like my drink spills, or like the glass falls, or I don't know, like little things go wrong. Like you miss something, you miss the train, you miss the bus, you miss the, it's like that kind of crap. It feels like energy of what's needed is like inner peace. Kind of like just going with the flow, not fighting the kind of flow of the universe. Like what cards were dealt to you. It's almost like play the hell out of the cards that were given to you, rather than kind of like holding on to the pain, of past experiences. Transmute that pain that I feel is in you, and like that good heart. Transmute that into, why I say transmute it is because use that and transmute it into something that you can use. I think your emotion, like the love part, the emotions are what's like bogging you down, making you frustrated, and this, and like the bad temper. That's not going to get you anywhere. Having a bad temper, right? Like bad attitude, it's not going to get you anywhere. It may feel good, to like get that crap out, and whatnot, but ultimately it's not going to get you anywhere. I feel for like what you want and the things that you want. I feel like you want what you want. It feels like your energy, excuse me, your energy Feels like it needs to go through a little bit of like a metamorphosis here. And I think you have the potential to do that. I know you've been hurt and I feel it. And I feel like, I would give you like a hug almost. It's like it's okay. Like cry it out, get it out. You don't have to avoid it or kind of like be tough because it feels like you almost want to push it out. And with energy and like love and past, it does not work that way. Pretending that it didn't happen or like, wanting to avoid it. It's just gonna sit in you and fester. So it feels like, if anything, get it out, talk about it to like your best friends. Get it out, find an outlet to release it and talk about it, and you will feel much better. By avoiding it, it's not going to do anything. More though, like you'll get to a place, I feel like, where you can live and not really look back on it like with resentment or anger. You'll just like accept it, like own it, like own whatever choices you made, and like in allowing them to stay, whatnot, whatever it is. It's like, think of it like it's old news, and it worked out for the best. I learned some lessons. It's like looking at it from a different point of view. Because love wise, I feel that that's what's blocking you. It's love. And it's more like your emotional state is like what will create, like just a lot of frustration going forward. And I feel you can work on that, my friend. You're like, see, now here's this other photo. I feel like you're holding on to so much within you. Your heart's been through so much. And, you will get to a place, I almost want to say, like, it's okay. The only thing that you're hurting is yourself. It's almost like your emotions are becoming your worst enemy. Much like, how do I say it? Like the feminine and the masculine, okay? The feminine is our empathy, right? Our feelings, our sensitivity. Without that, we're cold, heartless, right? But our feelings, the feminine, that in excess can be toxic, much like the masculine in excess, being like greedy, no emotion whatsoever, right? Like the total opposite. That can be very toxic as well. And it feels more like your emotions are what's bogging you down. The energy needs to be released. It's almost like forgive yourself, forgive people who have, who you feel have wronged you. Leave it be, let it go. It feels like that will create many blockages for you, like just like things that go wrong. Just feels like, damn, like you've been through the ringer, like literally through the pits of hell. Look, the devil. Okay, so it's an energy. If I feel like maybe you had a dance with the devil, and it feels here like an energy. Just don't let this devil energy dictate your life, rule your life. Like maybe what you went through, what you experienced with somebody else. It feels like maybe the energy is kind of latched on, or like you're focusing on it. That will need to be released. I feel, for you to like move forward and kind of live a more peaceful, like happier there's judgment, okay? Funny how these two came out. I felt like I was guided to pull a card or two. And it's an energy of, I feel, reconciling. Like judgment is an energy of making peace with, and a great many things. It can be love. It can be, I don't know, like basically your entire past. And it's an energy. What I feel specifically though is for you to like move forward, or like for you to find like that sense of peace. Maybe what would help is literally just like making peace with your past. Things that have happened, experiences that you have gone through that were not so pleasant with the devil. Because I do feel you had quite a dance with the devil. Feels like a really nasty energy you dealt with, and your experiences with that, it's almost like, you may want to avoid it, but it's not going to help you. You have to face it. This Judgment card, I feel, is more like coming to terms with what you've really been through and, the hardships that you face because of it, but also like owning it like a boss, owning it like a champ. Not like being frustrated, angry about it. It's like coming to terms with it, coming to peace with the lessons it learned you, and almost like getting really blunt with yourself, but also very sensitive with yourself as well. Like, okay, like what was I meant to learn from this? What lessons did I learn from it? What am I going to do again and what am I not going to do again? But it's ultimately, though, making what wasn't okay, okay within you, because really it is okay. It's just sometimes our emotions make it, I don't want to say like it makes it worse than it actually is, because I think what you went through was rather traumatic, but our emotions sometimes can make us feel like, oh, it'll never end, right? Or like, oh, it's the most horrible thing in the world. And then we like vent out our frustrations on people and things who don't really deserve it, let's say, who weren't the cause of it. In other words, like it can tarnish your future, like if you like hold on to this past energy. Reconcile it. It's okay. Even you're going to make it, you make it okay. And that's the energy of like what the masculine can do. The masculine is kind of an energy like the masculine can heal or heals the feminine. The feminine heals the masculine. So like when we're angry, frustrated, all these things, that's like our feminine, that was wounded. And what can heal that is like the masculine, logic. Almost like, like an energy of, what? It's okay. It's not as bad as, I thought it was. It's kind of like adopting this energy. And I feel like that has worked for me. Something I've learned over the years is like, if ever you're really emotional or you're really angry, this and that, what balances it out is the opposite energy, like something that's not so emotional, right? Also, let's say you're like in a mood where you're not like, you're completely pushing away your emotions, like fuck everybody, fuck this. That would be like over masculine, or like you're pushing away shit. What actually helps is like the feminine in that case, like a little love, something a little sweet, right? Which your friends can give you. It's like the opposite is what will heal. So think about judgment, think about like reconciliation. And what that means, though, it doesn't necessarily mean you like letting that ex back in your life. It means reconciling what has happened, making peace with what has happened in your life, everything up to this point, to the best of your ability. And it's almost an energy that I'm feeling here of like, in this particular Judgment card, there's like all these, you see like ghosts and like coffins. This is like energies of, things that have been bothering you from your past, your pain. Let it go. Give it to God, give it to the angels. But it's an energy of like, you're either going to do it or you're not. It's almost like face yourself head on. And I feel that will help you greatly, like going forward with whatever, business aspirations you want. And overall, like your daily, like quality of life, like just feeling like that sense of peace. Yeah. See, the moon is here. This is your bottled up emotions that I felt in you from the minute I looked at your photo. This needs to be faced. Wow. And I was just going to say the only thing that can really heal it is the sun, the direct opposite. And here's the sun card. It's an energy of like, let the sun shine over everything. Like, don't bury it anymore. Bring everything out. Don't avoid it. Don't pretend like it didn't happen. Look, it's like, this is the energy of the masculine and the feminine in its purest form, the sun and the moon. I'm feeling like what's needed here is this energy of the sun. And I just saw 2022 on the timer, 222. It's time for the energy of like the sun to bathe over you, wash over you. Allow that in. This is how you will achieve balance, I feel, going forward. See, and it's funny, look what ended up on the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Wands. This is energy of like, communicate it, get it out, release it, communicate. Not with frustration, get it out. What's making you frustrated will be your emotions. Release it, balance it out. It's almost like the energy of the sun, the truth, is what will make it okay. It will wash over you. Sometimes when we get too much like in the moon energy, in the energy of our feminine, our vision becomes clouded. Too much emotion is not good. The same as like too much sun energy cannot be good either. Too much ambition, this and that. But it's an energy like this sun is more like energy of truth, peace. And it feels like that's like the counterbalance that's needed here. Specifically communication, getting it out. Look at this, the King of Swords reversed. So this is like energy going forward. I feel like you will be less defensive, less moody, you know, all these kinds of things. And look at this Three of Cups. This is a nice energy, like you, like finding something to enjoy in life. Enjoying your life more rather than like looking at it like, you know, like living in your past or anything like that. And look how beautiful, stability, the Four of Wands. And funny how I said it's like, take a look at yourself in the mirror. Look at that card. And it's interesting how it's a guy looking in the mirror, but then there's the girl looking back. It's energy of like your masculine and feminine. Ultimately, this is stability, I feel. You know, coming to you if you do the work, and I feel you have the potential. It's in you already. Get it out and you'll be fine. But this is like energy of you're going to do it or you're not. You can either like sit in the energy of the moon forever or let the sun counterbalance it. This is peace and happiness. So that's good energy. Now let's look into, I know you wanted to see, like, let me see what else I'm picking up. Like, I know the car and the job. Let me see here now. Okay. Okay, now please, dear angels, dear God, dear universe, please for Philip. Oh, okay, the death card. This is you and it's 100%. See this energy of this death card. This is like, I feel like I'm a little, you know, like just stressed out, overwhelmed. And I feel like the death card in this particular deck is like also, this is like kind of feeling overwhelmed. You see how like half of her face is kind of like decaying, falling off. It's an energy of like, I feel like I'm overwhelmed, like the prospect of it, like, oh God, like nothing seems to go my way, or, you know, I'm frustrated, this and that. This is energy too, though, of you releasing that as well. It feels like for both of those things, you know, for the car, for, you know, like finding this new apartment and, you know, all the things that you would like to do. I feel like it's an energy. What will make it much easier, I think, is if you just release your past, not avoid it. What is this then? Yeah, look, okay, so the Page of Pentacles, there's an energy of like maybe your inner child coming out, maybe some childhood traumas. You know, like maybe there's an energy here of, rather than like, this is also energy, you know, like when we're like moody or whatever it is, it's kind of like how It just means our like inner child is wounded, and it's an energy like that needs to be healed. And I feel though like you're at the point where you're like it's like right here. You're ready to do it, but like it's almost like I want to say like Philip, it's okay. What's happened to you may have been horrible, may have been this, but it's okay. The star is here. It's like it's okay. Be graceful about it. Ultimately, it's okay. You're stronger than you think. I also feel with this death card, this is you attempting to or like releasing things from your past. Ooh, look at that. So this is an energy like, okay, I feel like for energy of the car and these, it's an energy of like this Three of Pentacles is very much like focused on money, getting shit done. Also, it's an energy, I feel like with this hand, it's kind of like, okay, it's almost like a suck it up buttercup energy that I always say. It's kind of like, I can tell you this, your emotions are what's going to hold you back. This is what's holding you back, and this is what's going to get you forward, pushing through but not avoiding. It's almost like I feel like the guide's almost saying like like it's almost like getting your shit together but emotionally. Like no more grudges, no more bitter energy. Look at that, the Two of Swords. So this is an energy of this can go both ways, like avoiding or like not worrying about it anymore. And I feel like the latter is the one that we need. It's almost like reconcile it, face it, but then move on from it. This is what's going to get you, I feel, or make the journey like towards that apartment much easier. It's just like I don't have time for like even my own negativity, you know, others' negative energy, but also like my own toxic habits. Look at the Queen of Cups. How nice. And look at that, 2 queens. King of Cups. Wow, and the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So this is an energy, it's funny. The one that came out under the Two of Swords is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords takes no shit, okay? But when she's alone, she can be a little unbalanced. Next to the Queen of Cups, it's funny. We have like a masculine queen and a feminine queen. And I feel like these two combined are what's going to kind of get you going forward. It's energy of like, you can be soft again. It's almost like be softer, be more gentle with yourself and with others. I keep hearing in my head, like, how do I say it? You catch more flies, like, with honey than you do with vinegar. You know, it feels like an energy, like, especially with it's feeling like the apartment and even the car. It feels like a softer, gentler approach. Like more from your inside is what's going to get you what you want. And look at this. There's the King of Cups next to the Queen of Cups. This is an energy of true balance of your emotions. It's funny, but I think the very thing that you didn't want to talk about, which is love, is actually what's holding you back from achieving what you want, or like, you know, like what the things that you want in your life, it's love. Meaning your emotional state. That's what's, I feel, the block. And look at this. 9 of Pentacles. It feels like by working on that, here comes your stability, your financial independence, or like, you know, getting that apartment, getting that storefront, getting that car. Because it feels like you're like the energy's pushing it away. So So let's see, having heard that, what it looks like, what energy I see, like, with maybe like getting a car. I feel like the apartment I want to do first. Because I feel for some, like they're intertwined. It feels like the energies are intertwined. Let's see. Okay, King of Swords. Okay, there's the Six of Wands reversed. There's an energy, I feel like, it's almost like... You gotta, it feels like your emotions, the heart, this is what's holding you back. It feels like as soon as you reconcile those things within you and do the work, there's that Three of Wands again, which is like, in a way, like almost like that suck it up, buttercup kind of energy. And I feel, though, it's more just like with the Hierophant too, it's like setting some boundaries, emotional boundaries in your life. This is what's going to get you, I feel, business wise, and like the car and the home that you want. It feels like an energy of there's blockage, but then it can switch upright the minute you heal this heartbreak, or learn to like live with it in a more, I don't know, like balanced way. There's something too about maybe like, oh, I don't know, like the way you come off to people that plays a part in like maybe getting that car or getting that apartment. It's kind of like, I keep hearing it in my head. You get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. It's like that bad attitude's going to get you zilcho, nowhere. Ah, there's the Queen of... You see? The Queen of Pentacles. This is an energy of, like, humility, humbleness. And it's, like, stability. I feel an energy like... there may be, like, a block a little bit, but then it feels like you kind of turn it around. This anger's gotta go. You're gonna push away everything. Look at the energy of this versus this. Queen of Pentacles and Five of Wands. Would you want to sell, let's say, like if you owned a building or something or whatever, would you want to sell to this or this? Because I keep feeling like first impressions to things like that. It's an energy of, I feel, think about the energy of this Queen of Pentacles. See, this versus this. What would you rather be around? I wouldn't want to be around this. This reading for you seems to be about balance. Bringing together, look, now you got the King and the Queen of Pentacles of the same suit. Much like the King and the Queen of Cups. It feels like your energy kind of coming together, and rather than resisting it, let it happen. Balance out your emotions with your logic. Like your faith with, rather like maybe the physical, right, with the metaphysical. Balance your energy out, and I feel these things will come to you effortlessly. The more you sit in it, you're going to push away all your blessings. I got to be blunt with you. It's like, have faith that what has happened to you was for a higher purpose. Make peace with it. Let me see energy. Now I'm just curious. Maybe having heard that, let me see energy of like what it looks like going forward. I know you were kind of like maybe like up to September-ish. Let's see how things look like they're going to pan out. Okay. So here's the now. This is you maybe still very emotional in the Empress. There's like looking for that sense of peace, okay, there's the Seven of Pentacles. You know, it's an energy of I feel like you're getting along, but there is some tension in here. Okay, I'm going to be blunt. It feels like you working, searching for something. It feels like hard work, but it's kind of like it feels like you maybe, I don't know, like, a little pissed off. Maybe you're pissed off by what I said. I have no clue. But it's like an energy of I feel you like balancing out your feminine, your emotions, like your feelings. And it may be some begrudging work on your part, but I think you're going to suck it up and do it. Yeah, there's the Five of... So it's an energy, maybe like a period of, I don't know, like maybe a couple months or so. It feels like you going through a bit of your... It's almost like purging your own bullshit. Yeah, that's what I feel. Whether you want to hear it or not, that's what it feels like, and you're going to do it. It's almost like I want to say your feelings aren't the end-all, be-all in the world. And this is really good energy because it's like you're purging this. I know what I feel. It isn't easy work, but when you do it, you're going to feel like lighthearted again. Lightweight. So it feels like, I don't know why, it feels like a period of maybe 3 months or so. So what are we in, like maybe April? Let's say May, because like April starts like next week. So maybe May, June, July, maybe like through the summer, because it's interesting. They're like sunflowers on this card. It feels like maybe throughout the summer, it'll be like, a hangman period of like dealing with your emotions and kind of like deciding what way do I want my life to go. I feel it's like an energy, and I feel you're making like very good decisions during that time, like through the darkness, through the, not even the darkness. This is like a transitory phase, and when the hangman is, upright, this is when we're like thinking of things, processing everything. When it flips upright, it turns, that's when we get the aha moment. I'm also hearing like, don't drink, whatever you do. Avoid alcohol. It's almost like detox from everything. Yeah, look at all this nasty energy that you're getting rid of. Okay, so there's the Ten of Wands and the Five of Wands. That's your anger, all that shit coming out. Then comes a new you, I feel. Page of Swords. This is you like ready to go. And if things, feels like things turn around, it's like maybe you better learn how to handle things. The Moon. You're going to purge a lot of shit. And this is you letting it go. I could tell emotionally, this is what's holding you back. And it feels like until those emotions are dealt with, this is what's going to heal it. Clarity, the energy of the masculine. So that feels like what the next 3 months would be like. It's funny, it's almost like what the guides are saying is it's not the car or the business or the, it's that it's almost like focus on your emotional state too. I think that's what will make the path much clearer for you. Tower. This needs to hit in your life, it feels like, and it feels like this is what you're going through now. That's letting all the toxicity, all the bullshit be gone. Then comes, look at this. It's learning, look at this, how to live with heartbreak, but in a healthy way. Heartbreak shatters the soul. But then when it heals, our soul grows. It goes from here to here. It's much like when you go to the gym and work out, right? You shatter your muscles, but then they go from here to here. They grow. I feel here an energy of, you getting that apart. It feels like maybe later on. Maybe you'll find the right business, or that stuff in like a couple of months. But this can change depending on your energy and how you deal with shit. It looks like, though, you get what you want, like, in other words, like that sense of home, that sense of stability. So like the car and the apartment kind of combine. It feels like for some reason they're intertwined. It's almost like you get one and then you get the other. The wheel. Look how beautiful. It feels like, wow. I feel like you're headed to that place of what you want, but it seems like to be stemmed to your emotions. This is what will be healed. This has got to go, though. It's got to go. Literally, like, almost like the more you focus on this, you just create like toxic soup around you. Focus on this. Making new friendships, friends that you already have who treat you right. And if, again, when you're making like new friendships, if you see they're not interested, you move on and it's fine. Like people who show you that they want to be there for you, but you them, but also like respecting. If they're not interested, okay, goodbye. Next. Oh yeah, you got a lot to. There's a nice energy. This is like some hard work. I feel though more emotionally, and then look how you come out. This feels like maybe a period of 4 months. Like it feels like things take a turnaround. It feels like you're in the rut, and then you come out of it. This is really nice energy for you. Queen of Cups. It's an energy of a gentler approach with people. That's what's going to get you what you want. Humble, gentle. You'll have a lot more to show for it. I feel good energy. Let me get you an oracle card just to close off your reading. Yeah, now I feel you getting that apartment, but it feels, and like, even the car, but it's an energy of like the emotions. Your energy needs to be healed. And it's okay. Oh, look at this. Potential. It's there. Potential. Look at that. Now, funny. This came out reversed. Ready, but waiting. What I take from that is it's an energy of like, it's almost like ready, but doing. Not waiting. It's like, no. Be ready and like just do it. Just stop waiting. It's almost like just ready. Unity. Wow, unity. This is I feel energy that will help you going forward. It's funny, unity of like almost your masculine and your feminine. Of the good and the bad, everything. Own what's made you who you are, and that's the path to your stability. And holy shit, I just saw 44. That's the energy of like the 4 of Wands, which is pure stability, financial and emotional. Everything is that Four of Wands. And I just saw 44, 40. It's by unifying your life, like unifying your experiences, owning both the good and the bad. That's the nature of the world. That's the nature of life, light and dark. Okay, let me get you final. I just want an oracle card. I feel like this message is just the first part. Almost like I want to get rid of this. Beware of what you are projecting. Feel free to read that if you want, but I feel like the first part is more what's relevant for this reading, especially for like what you want. Also, this balance card, and this feels though like it has to do with, you know, like you moving forward, going for what you want later. So, okay, it says love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both challenges and supports, but it's more like an energy. I feel like it's like your relationship with your experiences, which dictates the job, the career, the cars, the this, it dictates a lot of things. Like your relationship with the world, your relationship with yourself, your experiences. Right, let me get you one more. Feels like the job. Okay. Maybe like the storefront thing. I don't know what it is. It feels like, look at this. Reclaim your power. Panther. I feel this is like taking back your power from those experiences. Look, overcome any obstacle. The Rhino. This Panther feels very emotional too. It's an energy of like own it, but reclaim your power too. Be soft again. Surrender now. To whatever like you thought it should have been or thought it could have, it is what it is. That's the energy of surrender. And look at that. When you do that, this is funny. Look, life is speeding up. The antelope. It feels like that's when things start to take a turn for the better. After you balance, look at this, your emotional state, things look like they take a change, take a turn for the better. Set healthy boundaries. That's energy, emotional boundaries as well with other people, like what you're going to tolerate, but also what you do with yourself. And I feel for some reason like energy of traveling. That moth feels like it's flying away, flying somewhere. Maybe like you'll find the apartment somewhere like that's a little farther from where you are. Like that storefront thing, the car. It feels though like, my God, like it all just falls into place. See, interesting. Tend to the small thing. It's the little things that you think aren't important. That's what matters. It's like the little cracks. When you mend them, that's when I think things take a turn for the better. All right, Philip, I hope this reading resonated with you. I am sending you much love. Please feel free to give me feedback. I always love hearing feedback from all who I do readings for. And I'm sending you much love. Have a beautiful week, and bye-bye now.